Hi there, welcome to Own Colors. I'm Erica. On today's weekend whip, I'm going to be, actually it's not really a whip, it's a new page that I wanted to start. I have a page in the fall book from Rita Berman. I love this book, especially this time of year, and I don't have very many pages colored in it, so I wanted to work on something in here. So I have some tea. I'm going to take my sip of tea. I will try to remember to link that in the description box below because I usually have a lot of people ask me what kind it is. And I am drinking, I'll say it here as well, but Harney & Sons hot cinnamon tea. It's so good. And then I add a little bit of creamer to it, and I just love it. Okay, I did start this one, but I don't want to work on that one today for some reason. So we're going to work on this mushroom page. Look how cute that is. I really like it. I'm going to zoom you in just a little bit. And then I have some colors pulled and we'll just start going to town. Hang on a second. Okay. All right. So I went through and grabbed a few colors based off of this inspiration image that I'll pop up on screen. Just kind of looking for something a little bit fall-like and a little bit different. And I just really liked the way that those colors looked. So I'm using my Black Widows. I was going to try to use my Inktense, but I think I'm just going to go straight in with the Black Widows and see how I do. I'm not really sure what I want to do, but I just really liked those colors. So we're going to start. Let's just start with this first giant guy right here. We're going to start with, we're going to do this one. So I'm going to use Fawn, which is a color that I really like. And I will say hi, everybody. I hope you are doing well. It is Friday afternoon for me. I have already had a couple of Diet Cokes today, and now I'm drinking my tea, so I'm going to be full up on my caffeine for the day. I got to go have breakfast with a few of my lovely friends. They're all friends that I made at school. At the kids' school, and they're just lovely ladies. We decided to try to start doing breakfast once a month. So the last Friday of every month, we're going to be meeting up, and it's just fun because then you get to sit and chat with people who you don't get to see as often. And you know, all of our kids are growing up, so they don't see each other as often, and yeah, so it's just nice. It's really nice. So yeah, so we did that this morning. So I've been up and moving and having a good day so far. Pretty good. Okay. I'm going to have to be grabbing probably a lot of colors because I want something to shade now, but I do want to keep it kind of in that font. So I'm going to try the Tarantula. No, I'm not, because I don't have that color on me right now. So we're going to go with the Negra because that's the next one that I have. Yeah, so we did that. And then tonight I'm supposed to go out and celebrate one of my niece's birthdays. She wants to go out dancing, and she wants to meet at 9 or 9:30, and then go out to the bars after that. And I'm just like, I'm an old lady. I don't know if you understand that. I don't know. I'm usually in bed by 9:30. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do this. So we will see how that goes. I will report back and tell you whether I was an old fuddy-duddy and couldn't make it, or whether I went because I love the kid. That's probably what I'm going to end up doing. But I also have to be tomorrow morning, bright and early. I volunteered to help out at a cross-country meet. Since my youngest isn't doing cross-country, I haven't been able to go to any of the meets or anything, so I told them I would help out with the meet that the school hosts every year. So yeah, that's going to be, I have to do that bright and early tomorrow. So that's another reason why I might not be able to go to the fun party. Well, not fun party, but just to go out tonight. Gosh. times straight. Okay. So yeah, and then we have a couple other things to do this weekend, and for some reason, I cannot remember exactly what that was. I'm going to have to see if my husband remembers, because I'm having a real hard time with that lately. I'm having lots of issues with my memory. So hopefully that will improve here shortly. Yeah, personally, everything's going pretty well. I'm feeling good. I've got enough energy that I'm able to mostly function. Like, there's no big projects getting done or anything, but you know, I've been trying to when I get home from dropping off my youngest, I try to take that time while my tea is preparing to finish up any dishes, because I know a lot of people do the dishes at night before they go to bed. I can't do it. Once I'm done cooking, I just need to be done. Like, I don't want to look at another dish. I don't want to mess with it. And I have a friend who, she can't go to sleep unless her kitchen is cleaned up, if her dishes are done or whatever. And once I'm done cooking, I'm just like, I'm done. Now, if somebody else wants to clean up the kitchen, that'd be great, but that's not going to happen in my house. So I've kind of gotten over that, that pipe dream, and just started doing them in the morning. And that's been a nice, I've been able to keep up with it. So that's been good. You know, and with 5 of us in the house, we have a ton of dishes. And not all of them can go in the dishwasher, which is frustrating. Okay. What do I want to do for this guy? I think I want to do a little bit of like make it look like it's kind of indented in those spots a little bit. Just a little. And then color out from there. We'll see how that looks. Maybe a little bit right here too. Yeah, so everything else is going well. Got, might be helping my mom paint this weekend. That's another thing that might happen. My brother was adamant that he wanted to do it on Saturday, and I'm like, I can't do it on Saturday. I have too many other things going. Like, but I'm thinking maybe Sunday I could help. So we'll see if they hold off. My brother's been on a kick, so he's been going through and cleaning my mom's house up, and he's going to paint for her, and he's going to do all these things, and he's just hit one of those, you know, I got to get everything done moments, which I long for those again. Like, I have not felt that, that urge to do anything like that in a while. And I used to get them a lot. Like, I would, you know, I decided I want to paint something, so I would just go and paint it. Like, now I think about painting, and it could easily make me spiral into some kind of weird painting panic attack. So I would like to be able to do those kind of projects again. It's frustrating that I can't at the moment. All right, I'm going to try to continue these. Hope that looks all right. I don't know. I can't tell if I like it or not. Okay, so we're going to do just one of these crazy. So I rarely ever use these colors, some of these colors. So this will be good. So there's an antler from the Monarch set that I don't think I've ever used. Maybe once. And then the green tea and the light bronze are colors that I don't use often, which I need to sharpen these really quick. Okay, so I'm going to use the antler. I'm just going to use the antler as the base for like this mushroom here. Okay, so channel news. We have, starting next week, my new video series is going to start. So it's the Witchtober video series, and I am coloring coloring witches throughout October, specifically based around certain color palettes that I've already put together, pre-selected those, and yeah, I'm real excited. I have a couple videos ready to go. Well, one full video and one partial video, but I will have them ready to go. And then each week I will be releasing 2 videos. And I think they'll vary a little bit, but for the most part, they're going to be just a little bit of chatting with you, like what my plan is for the page, showing you the page before I color anything, and then a little bit of the process in between, and then at the end, just like the finished product, because I am, I just don't, I can't like record everything for it, and I can't do like 2 full color alongs each week. That would drive me insane. So I will have bits and pieces recorded, and then I will show the finished product at the end. And I'm aiming to keep the videos to be about a half hour in length. It's not too long of a video. It's not too short. And yeah, I really like the way the first one turned out. I'm really liking the way that the second one is going. So yeah, I think it's going to be good. But yeah, so each week I will have, like I said, 2 videos and 2 color palettes. I will have a community post about that as well. And unfortunately, when you do community posts on YouTube, you can only share 5 photos. So I was going to try to share all 8 of the palettes in one post, but I can't. So I'll do 4 at a time. So be on the lookout for those. So that way you can kind of come back and see what the palettes are if you want to look at those. I also have a post. I do have a post on Instagram as well, but it's kind of, hidden back a little farther. So if that's something that you were wanting to participate in, you can look on both my Instagram or my community tab here on YouTube. All right. Okay, so let's try one of these other ones. Let's try this green tea color. This is such a weird color. It's not my favorite for sure. Let's do this guy. So yeah, I'm going to need something to shade that with too, aren't I? Let me grab Cobra. I don't think I've ever used that pencil. Maybe once. Let's see how that goes. So yeah, so that's the biggest news for the channel, really. And then I'm hoping, since I'll be, working on these witches, that I'll be able to focus on a couple of other pages that I want to get done for the fall. But we'll see. I'm trying to find, since I've got so many, I'm going to have so many witch pages, I'm trying to find pages for just fun, random things. Like this page, for example. Like this one is not one that I would, I don't know. I'm not normally drawn to mushrooms, but I just thought this was cute and it didn't have a person on it. So I was kind of wanting something that is without a person, without a witch on it. So I do have a really old whip in Hannah Carlson's Seasons that is the witch. So I might try to finish that as well. Because I really like that. I really like what I have done on the page so far, but I don't know how that'll go. Okay. This This is turning out some way for sure. All right, let me try, what was that other weird color? Light bronze. Try that, and then we'll do, so that's light bronze is this color. Maybe I'll grab the mahogany for like a shade. Yeah, that's what we're gonna do. Yeah, so using all of these browns and just weird, I mean, not weird colors, but definitely not colors that I normally gravitate towards was my idea for this page. So when I found that inspiration image, I was just like, oh, that's perfect. This is exactly what I needed. I've been having fun doing like just weird, or not weird, but like different palettes for the fall. I like to do that around Christmas time too, but especially in fall. I love like the traditional ones as well, but sometimes it's fun to just throw these other colors in and you're just like, where did that come from? So yeah, hi. I'm out of stuff to talk about already. I think once we get through October, I will be able to get back into filming like the alphabet videos and stuff. Hopefully I won't be burnt out on making videos, and because I really do want to get back to those. I'm very excited to color some giraffes because that's the next letter, or that's the next animal in the alphabet list that I have, because we're on G. So I would really like to color some animal or some giraffes. I have colored several giraffes, and I didn't realize how many I had actually done. But there's a couple pages that I really want to do, and I'm just like, ah. And then I keep going, well, I need to color this instead, or no, I need to color this instead. I keep trying to focus on fall stuff because it's only here for a little bit, and I feel like if I don't color it now, then I'm going to miss out. And it's like, it's just coloring. It's okay. Just chill out. Oh, if you guys haven't seen my the tag that I did a while ago, it was called Coloring Memories tag. A lot of people are doing it recently. So if you just search for that, Coloring Memories, I don't know if it's a Coloring Memories coloring tag. Is that if that's what you would look up? Probably just, yeah, Coloring Memories tag. You could search for that in YouTube search and find everybody's awesome videos. I've seen a few that I've just, I mean, I've loved everybody's, but there have been a couple people that have done it that didn't necessarily get tagged, and I love that when that happens, because then I can see you know, people's idea or people's answers. And I think that's just the fun part of that, is figuring out or finding out more about people than you knew. Okay, we're gonna do this guy. It's gonna be next. So this is like an orangey brown, which I think I'm gonna do on this one. But I want to do, yeah, this is what I want. Okay. Yeah, I don't color mushrooms often. So, well, and then throw in like the Zen doodly things that she sometimes puts on here, and I'm just like, I don't know what to do with any of this. So it's just a guess and play and try and see. Okay, so let's see what else is going on. really not a ton. Doing okay. Everybody's good. And that makes me happy because that's not, you know, always the case. So sometimes I wish that I could just ask you guys questions while you're sitting here with me, and then I still sometimes ask them. And then some of you will respond on occasion, but it's just nice having somebody here and I can just start chatting and actually get a response that then doesn't force me to carry the entire conversation because I am not always the best at that. But I'm totally okay with that too. Like, I don't need to do that. I don't need to be somebody who gets a lot of attention. I know that's probably me having a YouTube channel where it's all about me. It's probably a little counterintuitive to that, but like normally I'm pretty introverted and pretty shy, so all right, I like that. This wasn't as orange as I thought it was going to be. So I might do another one where I use this color and an orange. Let's try that. I'm also in the middle of, I know there wasn't any orange in that inspiration image, but I kind of want to just add some orange because I feel like it. What was I saying? I'm in the middle of working on that other video too. So it's been a little tough because I'm trying to jump from one page to the other, and sometimes that doesn't always go over great for me because I tend to get like hyper focused on one page and need to finish it, and then other times I have 10 whips going at the same time. But specifically, like when I have a bunch of, I don't know if I want to keep using this fawn color. I don't know if this is the right color. I think I'm going to try another color. I'm going to go with the cream. I keep reaching this way because I've got my Prismacolors over here and my Black Widows on this side. So normally I keep my pencils off to my right. Okay, we're going to try this one. See if that's, well, it's a little more orange than I was wanting, but not terrible. Okay, let me just sharpen this real quick. I'll use this to add some shading, maybe. Maybe. Okay. All right. I have no idea what I'm going to do with the background on this. Absolutely no idea. But I just kind of wanted to color and see what happens. So maybe not cream. Let's try. All right, so the cream was a little too yellow. Let's try this eggshell and see what happens with that. Well, eggshell must be off someplace else right now, along with the one that says mushroom, which would have been great because neither one of those is going to work. So I'm not going to use that. Yeah, we'll just stick with the, I don't think I have the Merc either, do I? No. All right, well, kind of like this poison color too. Yeah, so I grabbed all of the colors, like all of these ones right here. Those are all fun colors for that palette, or inspiration image, I guess is probably a better term, but this one might be good for some of the stems on some of these guys. Especially if I start doing like green. I don't want to do like super dark green, but I don't mind having a couple. All right, so let's try this one. So when I have a color palette like this, I just kind of try to spread out the colors as best I can. Try not to do too many things like right next to each other. And just kind of go wherever I can, wherever it seems to make sense. Okay, I'm going to add a little bit of this. What is this color? Burnt orange. I'm going to add a little bit of that to this one just to give it a little bit more orange flare. Okay. All right, I want more of this like greenish yellow color. What was this one? Green tea? Is that what that one was? Yeah. All right, so let's do green tea and antler, maybe. That'll be an interesting combination. No, I lied. I'm gonna do some browns now. I'm just gonna bring in all kinds of colors that I shouldn't be bringing in. Let's grab, I'm gonna bring in this stink bug color and rusty. Try those. Let's do it on this one. I know that logically I can color these whatever colors I want, but in my head I'm like, well, what color are these mushrooms supposed to be? Like, these aren't real mushrooms. They're kind of based on real mushrooms, but other than that, they are completely made up. Like, it's kind of the same thing with like Johanna Basford when she does like flowers or things or leaves, and you're like, well, what kind of flower is that? And we're like, I don't know. It's just a flower. You can color it whatever color you want. And people are like, no, I need to know what color. And I agree. It helps a lot when you kind of have like the basis. That's why I really do enjoy on the, you know, those instances where I do want to color it the quote unquote right way. I really like coloring in Maria Trolle's books because she's got that register in the back, so you can actually look up what it's supposed to look like. But there's something to be said as well for just going for it, you know, just making it whatever color you feel like. Okay, so how is this one? This one's going to be in these little indents. It's going to be darker. So it looks like it's in shadow a little bit. Although this one, I don't know, I feel like it's going like this. So like this part here would be in, and then that part. Is that just me? Because it looks like this would bump out, and then this part down here would be in. I could be completely crazy, but that's how I'm going to color it. And then that's out, and that's down, and that's up. Yeah. That's how it's going to be colored. I don't know if it's right, but it's going to be that way. Yeah, so, oh, I was so angry the other day because I found another book series that I loved. I don't think I shared this one with you guys. It's by Stacia Stark. Such a good series. She writes some pretty good books. And I started reading it, and I thought it was a complete series. So I was all in, and I was ready to go to the next book. And after the first 2 books, I got to the end of the second one, and there's this huge cliffhanger, and I literally screamed in my living room. I'm like, no! I was so angry. And my daughter's like, what is the matter with you? And I said, it's like, it's a cliffhanger and it's not available. And now, granted, I don't have to wait a year, so that's good, but it doesn't come out until November. And I'm just like, no. Ugh. But it's a really good series, really good. And I'll share that on screen for you guys. But yeah, I was just like, what? That's not cool. All right, I'm going to go ahead and color these guys in. But I think what I'm going to do for a lot of the little bits and bobs on the mushrooms is I'm going to use a gel pen and kind of make them fancy. This one had green tea, right? Yeah. So I'm just going to really quick just color that stuff in. Because I have a good collection of gel pens, and I feel like I could probably get a color close to that, at least. Okay. That one needs to be... just going to color that in. Because even though it's a hole, I feel like it's the inside of the mushroom, not necessarily just a hole that you would be able to see through. Like that one you could probably see through, and some of those, but this one's a big top of a mushroom, so yeah. Okay. All right, let me use, so I've got this forest color and leaf green. I'm going to use this on some of these leaves. Some of this could be done a lot faster if I just like grab my markers really quick too, but I don't feel like messing with those today. I'm just gonna play with my pencils. Let me know in the comments what you guys prefer. Like if you prefer your alcohol markers, if you prefer your colored pencils. I feel like the majority is going to be colored pencils, but it'd be interesting to see kind of what the ratio is on that. I really enjoy my using my color pencils, but man, markers just make things go so much faster. I mean, and not just because I mean, you guys have seen some of the ones on here that I do, where it's water-based markers too. So, all right, I'm gonna add in a couple of different colors on this. So I'm gonna grab a yellow. What yellow do I want? I want this gold color, I think. So I'm gonna add that to some of my leaves, just to have a little bit of variation. I don't have any backer paper in here. I just realized that. Hopefully I'm not ruining my pages underneath. What was I doing? Oh, yellow. I'm going to add some yellow here and there to some of the leaves. I like to do this even with just regular leaves too. I typically will use a brighter yellow or even like a really light green. And then I go through and just start adding that color in, and then I'll add the next darkest color and kind of blend around, and then add another darker color and just keep going until I get the look that I really like. And it doesn't have to be on every leaf. That's the nice thing about the leaves, is everything, you know, they're all different. So you can make each leaf different, even if you're using the same colors. Which really helps me keep engaged in coloring leaves, because it is slightly repetitive, but if you can change it up every time, then it gets interesting. Yeah. Look at these ones. All right, and then I'm going to add a couple darker colors. So that was the gold and the apple, which I like those. And I'll add in some leaf green. Some of the things. And then I've got this really dark forest color too, and that's a good color. And then I'll be blending things out. The nice thing about the Black Widows, especially on Rita's pages, you have to do a light layer first I feel like I've talked about this before too. Do a light layer first, and then you can blend things. As long as you're not pushing too hard, you're good. I did have a couple people say that they didn't like their Black Widows, and it makes me so sad because it's one of my favorite pencils. And they really are, like, my two favorite pencils are so different from each other because they are, I mean, well, I guess three. I have three favorites. It's the Prismacolors, the Black Widows, and then my Polychromos are probably my next favorite. It's just so interesting that they're all so different from each other. I mean, the Polychromos and the Black Widows are probably the most alike, but they still behave very differently. And I do kind of use them all differently as well. So I guess I've kind of learned how to use them. Maybe that kind of makes the difference. I don't know. I think whatever your preference is, you know, that's good. It's fine. As long as you're enjoying your coloring, it doesn't matter what supplies you use. Right? Okay. I'm going to do a couple more leaves, and then I'm probably going to need to hop off here because my phone is still being a pain in the butt. I did put a community post out there asking people what like editing software or app that they use, because I record everything on my phone, so it makes it way easier if I can just do everything on my phone, like edit and everything. But yeah, it's starting to get real annoying. So I'm trying to see if I can either find something else or fix whatever is going on with the app that I have. Okay. A little bit more. And I'm going to do one more thing to some of these leaves too, because they do look, I mean, yeah, there's the yellow on there, but they do look a little too green for my liking. So I'm going to come back in with some kind of brown. Probably not that one. Let's try this one. So this is, what is this one? This one is something. This one's Foxy. So I'm just going to add a little bit of that to a few of them as well. Just right over top of where I've gone, or I can add it more in the yellow area. I'm not going to do it on all of them, just a few here and there. And I can pick a couple of different spots too. And that just gives it an even more fall-like appearance, if you will. All right. Okay, I like it. All right, well, I think that's going to be cute. I really like the palette that I picked out. I'm excited to continue working on that. I don't know what I'm going to do with the background at all, though. So that'll be fun. Maybe I'll just use some, once I have all of these colored, the pencil will kind of resist some of the chalk pastels a little bit. So maybe I'll use that in the background. Just do a quick chalk pastel background. Anyway, so there's that for today. And yeah, that's it. Thanks so much for being here. Thanks for listening to me figure out what to say to you guys. I do really enjoy these when I can get on here and do it. And I thank you guys so much for being here and hanging out with me every weekend. And hopefully you're having a cup of tea or a cup of coffee or whatever it is that you enjoy, and having a wonderful weekend. Thanks so much for being here. And until next time, I'll see you later.